first of all, let's look at where we sit. So if we have a 70 to 200 millimeter lens, this is considering you have a full frame camera, this is approximately where you're going to sit. And later in this course, I'm going to show you exactly how to figure out where you sit in relation to this barrel and this fence and these other barrels, and exactly pinpoint a spot in here that is prime, that is ideal. It is the best place given your equipment. Okay, so I'm going to help you with that later, but just kind of get an overview just to kind of start with. Let's say, for instance, if you have a 7200, you're going to be pretty close to this electric eye. Try to be at least 6 feet away from it. Pretend COVID's going on. Pretend this electric eye might have COVID. I don't know, whatever. Stay at least 6 feet away. If you can be further away, even better. Okay, but we don't want to have anybody yelling at you because you are too close to the eye and they think you interfered with it. And I've heard some weird stuff. Okay, like people have chewed me out for very strange things, just by being kind of sort of close to the eye. So just try to stay away. Okay. The 120 to 300 millimeter, this is what I shoot with. I also put a 1.4x teleconverter on it. We're going to get into gear later, entry-level gear, pro gear. We're going to talk about all that stuff later on this course. But right now, just kind of know, like, if you shoot with a longer lens, you get to be further away and you get cooler shots, in my opinion, and a lot of opinions of my customers. But this 120-300 will get you further away and safer, actually, because sometimes they blow past this and they take this a little wide, and you know, I've been in the danger zone a lot of times, even as far away as that is. But here, this 120 to 300, especially with a 1.4x teleconverter on it, you're really far away and you're like pretty safe. I've had a couple of close calls, but not near as many as I have being this close. Okay, I've seen people like lay in the dirt and stuff around the barrel. Don't do that. Okay, you're gonna get run over. You're gonna have people mad at you. Don't be laying in the dirt, hiding behind these barrels. Don't be running around doing weird stuff, okay? Park it and just chill there, okay? That's the way to do it. You just don't want people mad at you, and you don't want to ruin somebody's run, and you don't want to be the blame, and you want to be invited back, and you want people to like you, right? I mean, I assume you want people to like you. I do. I want them to like me and buy stuff from me. That's the whole point. All right, speaking of buying stuff from you, you got to take some shots. So here's some shots in the arena. These are, no matter where I sit, this is the approximate location. So see all these circles here? We got blue ones and a pink one. So let's start with this first blue one right here. As they come around this barrel, as they're coming into this barrel, it's cool to take this shot. And I'm going to show you in another video in this course. We're going to go over this again, and I'm going to show you what each one of these shots looks like and what kind of timing, because timing is everything in barrel racing. If you are out of time on any of these shots, people aren't going to care. They're going to be like, all right, next. And then if you are out of time on all of them, then they're not going to buy anything. So we want to have good timing. Okay, there's a couple of these that are pretty easy to time, and the rest are very precise. You want to be dead on. So this first one is about here. Like when they start to wrap around this barrel, we're going to snap a shot, boom, right there. And we're not spray and pray here. We're just like one click, like set it to one shot, click, and then let up, and then click it again. They're going to happen pretty quick, but you don't want to go brrr and blast like 15 shots around each barrel, because there's a lot of other problems. We've talked about it in booth videos. We've talked about in other things, but we want to minimize the number of shots that we take just down to what our customers want, okay? Not a bunch of other BS. So we're going to grab that shot, and then this shot here, as they come around and plant, again, we're going to show you examples of all these pictures, but as you get two shots on this barrel, one coming in and one about to go out, okay? And then they run across here. There's no reason to take a picture until they get to here. Okay, you can take a picture about here, and that can be really cool as them like coming into the barrel, but I've highlighted this one as pink because it is the most important shot of the whole thing. If you only take one shot, which a lot of photographers do, they just go ahead and take one shot of each run, it's this shot right here. So they're just like right next to a second barrel. That barrel is a little bit in front of them typically. They're coming around, they plant, boom, right there. Where they land, they got the pose. That's your classic barrel shot. So you're shooting from here or here, and you're shooting straight this way, and you're getting that shot, boom. As they come around, they plant, they land right there, and then they keep moving. So things are moving fast, but this is the shot. If you don't get any other shots, at least get this one shot. This is the number one seller. Like 90 something percent of the pictures I sell are this one shot. And look at all these other pictures I take. It's like, it's crazy. But as they come around, so get that shot, right? So as they come around, there's a cool shot right here where the barrel is behind the horse and rider, and they're all coming this way. They're like sideways to you. They're perpendicular to your point of view. It's a full-on broad shot. It looks wild. If you can nail this shot, you're going to sell that shot. It's really cool. People love that. Even like the old school people that are like, this is the only shot I ever want, and then you click and show them that one, they're like, oh, yeah, I'll take that one too. It's pretty cool. So then they're going to run all the way to home, or all the way to third here. As they come around and they start to go into third, we're going to grab that shot there. And then as they're coming out of third, we're going to get that shot there. And then these next 4 shots are all just running home shots, okay? But we want to stay zoomed in. Here's the trick here, right? We want to stay zoomed into your full 300 or 200 millimeters to get this shot tight. You're still going to have like horse and rider, full legs and head and everything, like all of them, right? But if you stay locked in at that full 200 or 300 millimeters, depending on your lens, then this shot is going to be pretty tight. It's going to fill the frame. You're going to fill the frame with the horse and rider in this shot. And then by this shot, you're just going to have like the horse's head and then your rider's body, okay? Really, really close. And then this is going to be a second shot to that, which you can get this one really, really tight and just getting the horse's like head and neck and then the upper part of the rider's body, okay? Super close. You're going to stay zoomed way in. So the like your gut is going to be telling you to like pull out and keep this in frame and zoom out, but don't do that. Like stay zoomed in, and then the shot's going to change. If you get 4 shots where you see the entire horse and the entire rider and a little bit around them, on all 4 of these, they're going to end up kind of looking the same. The feet are going to be in a little bit different position, but they're going to end up being like almost 4 identical shots. But if you keep it zoomed in here, you're going to get 4 unique shots. They're going to look totally different from each other. And by the time they get to like this last one, they're going to be looking at this eye, and they're going to be, which is going to make it look like they're looking right at you. So everybody like looks at this eye or this eye. And when they look over here, it just looks like they're looking away, like no big deal. But this one, a lot of people will look at that, and they don't even realize that you're sitting here, but they're staring at the eye, trying to figure out like when are they going to slow their horse down or whatever. When are they going to stop that time? How much further they got to go? And so they'll be staring at that, which makes it look like they're looking right at the camera. It's great. Everybody loves that. They're like, oh, look, I'm looking right at the camera. I'm like, no, you're looking at this eye. They don't even know I'm sitting here. They didn't even know they're looking at the camera. So anyway, so that's it. So we're gonna come around here, shot, run across the arena, boom, money shot, and then another great shot there, and then shot. Okay, everybody, right? So then they run home, and then it's done. So you can continue to shoot if you want to, but generally about here, a lot of people start slowing down, which, is hurting their time. But by here, we're kind of over it. You know what I mean? You can only get so many shots running home before it's like they all look the same. So I wouldn't waste it. I would say like by the time they get to roughly here, stop shooting, and then it's time to, write down and get ready for the next one, reset. So this is basically what we're going to do the whole time, okay? It's just again and again. Even if they come around this way, they still want this shot is still like your number one seller, even on horses that go left, in my opinion. And most people are still buy that shot, even though they had a lefty horse. They're still going to take it. It still looks really good because you're so close and the background is blurry. We're going to talk about what settings to use in this whole thing, but that shot looks good whether they go left or right. So you're just going to boom, 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 and then they're home, and then they're done, and then on to the next one. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions about that, please let me know. We're going to continue on this course. We're going to reference back to this diagram often, I'm sure. So we'll go through here in a future video and we'll tell you what each of these shots looks like as we go around. But that's it for now. Just want to kind of get you an overview, get you kind of thinking about how this whole thing works, and make sure that you understand, the pattern and what we're talking about here. So that's it, and see you in the next one.